Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and I'm continuing playing the Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Last episode, well, we pretty much completed our at least first exploration circle. So circumnavigating over Deadfire. Return few quests. We are going to return now more quests. I think at least 3 quests in Brass Citadel. 1 in Palace, Arkhammer, and then there's Wildmare. We'll need to go there. After that, I'll probably start checking what bounties and missions I have, and make kind of pops here and there, killing pirates, start checking quests and whatnot. So, but of course, I will say so. It should become a bit more faster now, maybe, but we'll see. Anyways, first things first, I'll go to the Brass Citadel, which is quite close, and once I'm there, we'll see you there. So be right back. Okay, thanks for taking me this far. Maya scratches the back of her head, so that just popped up once I came out.
This is where we part ways. For the moment.
Okay, what's going on, Maya?
Atsura will want me to report in alone. Sorry, it's company business.
Okay.
I might not be back for a few days on account of this.
Maya chews the inside of her cheek and reaches into her bag. She produces a sealed missive.
I'm supposed to handle this one alone. I won't ask you to come along or get involved.
At first, it seems like she's looking down at Isitsa. In fact, Maya is looking down at her feet. I'll go with you. Where are we bound? I assume you'll find your way back. Honestly, I kind of want to go with her, because I kind of want to know what's happening.
When I said I won't ask, what I mean is you weren't invited. This is a one-woman, one-bird kind of job.
Well, yeah, but at least I tried.
Yeah, I'll try not to sink the ship while I'm away.
It's hardly my fault someone stored the pitch next to the lanterns.
He shoots back a vaguely accusatory glance.
Go have fun. Chase a god, save an island. Do what you do best, Captain.
Well, come back with the answers or not at all. Well, she's going to be our crew member yet. I'm not gonna be a complete bastard unless I have a really good reason for it, so try not to get yourself killed.
Awfully sentimental of you to suggest it. I'll do my best.
Actually, it wasn't sentimental. That's a fact, because you are one of my crew member now. I need you. If you kill yourself, I'm gonna find you and kill you again. She nods to you, holding your gaze for an extra moment before she clicks her tongue to summon Isitsa.
Speak freely?
Well, anyways, I still go and return the quest, so back to Brass Citadel it is, so I'll be right back. So, here we are. Let's see what he has to say.
Clear skies.
You seem different from the rest of the Royal Deadfire Company.
How do you mean that?
Oh, we have already thought
As
that.
you
Okay.
wish.
I destroyed the luminous Adra at Pokokohara.
Excellent. My reports confirm a certain amount of confusion in Queen's birth.
Moderate positive. Lots of experience, but not.
Nevertheless, I'm more interested in reports the storms around the islands have cleared. What do you know of this?
There was a clot of essence corrupting the Adra. Clearing it ended the storms.
Fascinating. And most encouraging. You've proven most valuable.
Thank you.
Accept this as a small token of our gratitude.
Oh, sorry. He hands you a purse, but his expression is distant, as if he's still thinking about what you told him. 1250 copper.
We'd long suspected something unnatural was behind the storms, but we had little evidence.
The smile playing at his lips is that of a man who's seen the next 3 moves in game of a Hazadoha. Rauta is plagued with terrible storms. You think there may be a connection?
Yes.
Yes. What are you, a Warlord? No.
If the storms that assail Rawatai have a similarly unnatural origin, then perhaps they too can be stopped.
He looks back up at you, his eyes bright with purpose.
And if that's the case, then there's more work to be done. Work that you might be able to help with.
Yeah, I figured as much. Another silence passes as he regards you.
After all, if you're going to make friends in the Deadfire, you might as well choose the ones with the biggest cannons.
Indeed, I do like big cannons, I cannot lie. He smiles, showing you all of his pointed teeth.
In any case, Hazanui Karu has a matter that could use your help.
I bet he has.
Her office is on the main floor behind the large double doors. It's most conspicuous.
Yes, I've seen that. So anything else? I thought we had something else. Lost dues in good faith. Khan. Sorry. That we already done. Arkemyr. Okay. Didn't. Okay, I'll. Yeah, Hasan Karo, yeah. Why do I. Yeah, Valian. Okay, somehow I thought. Oh, it's Aruhi. Okay. I'll just check.
Clear skies.
Okay, nothing. So we might as well walk up and do it right now. There's no point cutting it off because it's right over here. Probably after that I will go to the palace and then Arkemyr and back to Queen's Birth. That would be my route for now at least.
Atsura tells me you tamed the storms of Poko Kohara.
She scratches her chin with the stem of her pipe, watching you with new interest. Well, I'm a problem solver, what can I say?
Makes a person wonder what kind of secrets lie in Andra's mortar.
She takes a thoughtful puff on her pipe. Probably horrible secrets. Passion, I'd love to find out. I'd love to find out. Now that's not working. It makes me want to stay indoors. Oh, why do you say that? Well, because that's probably our next point. She grins, smoke curling between her teeth.
Don't tell me you've never gazed at a horizon and wondered at what lies beyond. Or seen a no trespassing sign as a challenge.
I actually did when I was exploring when I was scouting the map open and I died a couple of times. Well, actually it pushes me away from there. Miss Chief tucks her smile across her broad jaw. In that moment, she looks somehow younger. And if you continue pushing through the storms, you die. Yeah. I believe in calculated risks, not reckless adventures.
The greatest risk often guards the greatest reward.
And death. She considers you through a plume of smoke. Aloth hums approvingly. Hum.
Rautai's storms have made us who we are as a nation. Hardy, driven, inventive.
Nice. So, what else?
But they've also held us back. Forced our people to seek resources and livelihoods far from our homes and families. Imagine how much more we could achieve if we could control those storms.
He who controls the storms controls the land. Or spice. Her bright eyes watch you for reaction. A grand and worthy goal. You think something in Andra's model will help you with that? Yeah, let's go with that.
Why not? The storms there cannot be natural.
No.
Not when they are so ferocious, so constant.
Yes. She motions to the window. A thin stream of smoke follows her gesture.
And your exploits at Poko Kahara suggest that something else may be behind them.
Indeed.
But enough of that for now.
She waves the smoke between you away. So Atsura said you needed my help.
There's an understatement.
Well, that's what I was told. That's the only thing I can work with now. She knocks the bowl of her pipe against her wooden hand.
The trouble in Hasango forced us to send additional ships back to Rawatai to make up for shortfalls.
Okay.
and storms at home have delayed another portion of our fleet. This leaves us short-handed here.
She purses her lips with displeasure. I've got an expert crew and a ship that can handle anything out there. If this is what you call short-handed, I'd love to see what you consider full capacity. So what are you asking of me?
We're due to collect a special shipment for delivery to our port at Sayuka.
Well, good thing we have things to do there too.
We've contracted with a captain named Widla.
A flicker of disdain passes across her face. So what she did?
Meet her, complete the trade, and take the cargo to Sayuka. Fleet Master Okaya is overseeing the development of some special projects there.
She takes a thoughtful draw on her pipe as she looks at you, seemingly deciding what to say.
She's one of the brightest minds in Rawatai, and it shows. You two will get along.
I've met her already, and she's a very nice person. Her amusement manifests in the barest lift of her eyebrows.
Most of her work is, or should be, under wraps for now. But perhaps she can give you a taste of what we have to offer.
I guess it's literally under the wraps because it's the place where we were, and there was those huge wraps covering something. So what's the shipment?
It'll be easier for Okaya to explain.
Of course. She puts a thick cloud of smoke between the two of you. She doesn't break a gaze, but the effect is almost the same. Widla and her crew, who are they?
Good sailors with a fast ship and no mind for questions.
She jumps a little harder on the bit of her pipe. So they're smugglers.
Along with half the population of this storm-tossed archipelago.
She shakes her head.
I understand you're cozy with the Principe. I've got no love for pirates, but that connection may serve you well here.
Well, cozy isn't the word I would use with that, honestly. Why don't you send Widla's crew to Sayuka? Her laugh sounds like a grunt.
Let's just say, I'm not keen to invite them to a port where we're developing experimental technologies.
Smugglers.
Any other questions?
If it's important, I can handle it. What next?
Widla's agreed to meet our courier out at sea, away from the heaviest traffic.
She gestures on her map to the open water west of Neketaka.
This is her payment. We've already negotiated with her.
1,000 copper. Well, damn, she's cheap.
Fleet Master Okaya will see to your compensation once you arrive with the cargo.
She watches you appraisingly.
This is the kind of job that's best completed quickly and quietly. I'm counting on your famous discretion.
What can I say? Discreet is my middle name.
Clear skies.
Okay, that's enough. So now I'll hop to that palace and deal with that. So once we're there, I'll see you there. Be right back. Okay, here we are. We shouldn't take too long in here. If I only find the prince as fast as I can. Ah, there you are.
Do not leave me in suspense, I say. Have you found Matario Cozy?
Your expedition never made it off of Motare Okosi. I'm sorry, I keep rubbing riddle of the island pointed the way to Ukai, so I'll go with that. The prince accepts the chart in silence, holding it up at the light and poring over every detail with interest. His hands tremble as he holds the paper.
An unusual accounting of the isles, I say. Each one measured in relation to...
Yes, his figure dressed up to the sigil of Ukai's Arohi nods. Say nothing.
Ngati is one to throw obstacles in our path, but I say that an outdated chart is better than none at all.
Grinning all the while, Arohi rolls up the parchment and tosses you a heavy pouch of coin. Well, not that heavy. Say nothing.
When we know enough, my sister will finance a fleet-wide search. Not for breadcrumbs, but lost Ukaizo. Watcher, I take it that none of my people escaped the clutches of that island.
Well, if they would be here, you know. Arohi hangs his head as the truth becomes apparent.
I sent good women and men to die in the name of the tribes and a vague hope. May Ngati thank them for their courage and Wodaka for their loyalty. May they return to us as Rangas.
Arohi raises a shaking hand to touch his lowered brow. The bark cloth was a message from the Wahaki to deter any visitors. Yeah, let's go with that.
For what do they protect Matario Cozy when its knowledge could help all Huana?
Are you sure it's some knowledge you really need or something you actually should get away from? I don't know.
One day I will have words with their Ranga to settle our differences.
Nothing more to report, Your Highness.
This is much to learn in a day, even for this warrior.
Arohi touches his brow and considers.
I sent the expedition to their fate, and those who followed. Death is on my conscience this day.
He lifts his gaze to meet yours. Say nothing.
May all who fell on Matario Cozy slip through the eel's jaws. Huana and outsider alike.
Sighing, Arohi bows his head.
But on to brighter times, I say. If Ukaizo can be found, then so too will the hopes of our people be made manifest.
His mask of grief breaks under the pull of broad smile.
The Queen and I make plans for the future. If you continue to make yourself useful, I say there is a place for you in them.
Yeah, I start to think that I'll probably have to cut ties soon.
She will call on you when the time is right. Ikira?
Farewell. She might call, but I don't know if I answer. Now, next place would be Arkemur, so be right back. Here we are, so let's talk to old Arkemur and see what he has to say.
If you require directions to Bakana's observatory, look to your sextant.
Bekarne, I found this old almanac in an orrery. Look familiar?
You did you? That does rather defeat the purpose of absolution.
Arkemur tucks on his lower lip and scrutinizes you.
So be it. Follow me down to the scrying pool.
Fine. Is that sort of a candy, you know? Or is there a cat that I can pet? Oh, where do we go down? Here? Let's hope we don't have to fight, because I kinda am missing one person. Well, actually two if you count the bird. And you always should count the bird, you know. The birds are most vicious killers in this game. Maybe? I don't know. Wait, why do I have so much light inside here? Nah, that's better. Okay, so what do you want me to do? Bend over to the pool? Okay. Arkemur gestures down at the scrying pool. You peer into the waters. Dark silhouettes sit arrayed in a circle, and the surface of the pool ripples in tune with muted voices coming from below. Dip your face in the water. No sooner does your skin break the surface tension than you feel a breeze of warm air. You are peering into a stone chamber ringed with braziers and tapestries as you would an open window. Robed men and women clutch the armrest of their thrones. Water drips down your chin. The other archmagi seem for a moment unfazed by your presence. An Aumau folds her arms and stares down another woman who keeps her fists balled at her sides. Ooze drips from the sleeves of the Aumau's robe and pools at the floor. You mistake the matter, Kalakoth. My curiosity and perusal are not endorsement of her research. Maura nods with an air of boredom. Bekarna won't suddenly be vindicated by the likes of us, having simply read her work. Something green and twisted wriggles under the table. Kalakoth points down and a flash of light incinerates it on the spot, filling the room with a stench of overcooked snails. A suppressed chuckle carries over the silence that follows. You're a slippery friend, Maura. Some of us refuse to taint our reason with the half-wit conclusion of circle reject. And keep the slugs to yourself. Kalakoth grits her teeth. Say nothing, I want to hear more. That will be enough out of you two. Arkemur looms over your shoulder and addresses the rest of the room. Maura, your pets can wait outside. Archimer waits patiently as Mara makes a shooing gesture. A wet slurping sound echoes in the hall, and something dark and large makes its way towards an exit. What, is that a Sogoth? If we're ready to speak rationally, our patience is about to be rewarded. He strokes his beard and sighs, inviting you to speak. I bring you Bekarna research. Some of us may welcome it more than others. Minoletta flicks a spark in Galagot's direction. This is the renowned slayer of Lengrath. My, what a surprise. My, what a specimen. Ringgrim rests her chin on her fist and regards you with a pursed lips. She glances across a woman digging her nails into the tabletop. Yes. One Lengrath. He killed but one. The current Lengrath raises a finger. And her pets, Turisulfus and Kaphonerkos, those she raised from eggs. She raises 2 more fingers, breathing heavily. Well, looks like I worked out for her understudy at least. It worked out. She didn't give me much of a choice. Let me speak to you of choice. Lengrath raises her finger and makes to rise. Ninangaut massages his brow with both hands. This posturing is without value or reason. Get on with it, old man, he begins to Arkemir. I was about to do exactly that. The Archmage nods and clears his throat, elbowing you out of the way so that his face commands the scrying pool. Bekarna was no Archmage, but we all agree that she was on the cusp of breakthrough before her unfortunate disappearance. Arkemir takes the book from you and licks his finger as he begins to turn pages. You have lost the item Bekarna's research. Okay. Why did you never officially recognize her? Her studies had no merit. They yielded nothing of interest or relevance until today. Arkemir raises an eyebrow. Be that as it may, someone did not wish for this breakthrough to occur. For that alone, we have a good reason to seek knowledge of her amateurish, if enthusiastic, research. Arkemir's eyebrows form a steep triangle as he arrives at the page of mathematical figures and coordinates. Oh, someone have a culprit in mind, do you? When several cases turn to you and several mouths open to speak, Arkemir silences them all in turn with a loud clearing his throat. It would seem she arrived at one of our conclusions. A river of soul energy flows through the Deadfire, Arkemir nods. And yet she traced the path of the river while we only speculated on its existence. Arkemir pulls on his beard and squints down the almanac. I'll say nothing. Arkemir sets the book aside and pulls out a vellum map of the Deadfire. He traces his finger from the shallows of the Great Reef northward. Where it goes is not my immediate concern. I am occupied who presently follows it. The path of Eothas is winding but unerringly intentional. His fingers begin to stray east. He pauses on open ocean, his brow furrowed. The path of Eothas is winding but unerring. Oh, sorry. Could that be? Thane leans forward, trailing off as he cranes his neck for a glance at the parchment. Suddenly, all of the attention shifts back to you. I think we've taken more than our share of the Watcher's time, unless there are any final questions. Unblinking, Arkemir lifts his brow and waits, your dismissal hovering on his tongue. Can I join the circle? So, why was Consulhot so interested in this? Are you keeping secrets from us, old man? This is the first time I'm hearing it. Minoletta rests her chin on her fist and fixes Arkemir with a severe glare. You see, Arkemir too can play this game. It wasn't an immediate pertinence. Besides, Consulhot has been dispatched yet again, esteemed mistress of missiles. Arkemir favors Minoletta with a stiff bow. Your flattery has gone stale. To address the Watcher, I imagine the Consulhot wished to sustain his wicked existence on a font of essence, but you kindly put a stop to that. Minoletta nods, favoring you with a smile that she denied Arkemir. So, you're holding something back. What is it? Archimel takes in the other members of the circle. Their responses are myriad. Some shake their heads, others shrug, and others still lean back in their chairs and wait to see how it plays out. Better than I remain silent on the matter. If we wish to invite you into our confidence, you would surely know it. Wait, I don't get to hear the rest. Are you a member of the circle? I hope you don't think we would divulge our secrets to mere mercenary. Alchemer's gaze hardens and self-congratulatory smile cleaves his face. You are not entitled to everything I own, burglar. Well, I'm not gonna ask. Can I join? I'm gonna ask. You would ask this after robbing my manor, showed you a decency to spare your life. Archimer turns to you, his expression pale and affronted. Around the table of Archmagi, someone chokes off a sip of wine. Absolutely not. Will there be anything further? Archimer waves his hand. The matter is closed. Well, I guess that's it. Here, baubles for your service, not that you deserve them. Consider your debt repaid with interest. Archimer turns back to the circle and pointedly ignores you. Archimer's illuminating discoveries. Okay, we'll have to check that. Right, Pekarna's Folly. The user channels absorbing the defenses of all enemies in area. And Missile Salvo. This might be tempting. I'll give it to Aloth. But I kind of like the spells we already have. Okay, we got this. We got this. And this. And of course, Wall of Many Colors. Cascade of erratic missiles upon an area. These missiles release shockwave of impact that deal crush corrode damage in a small area. I might try that at some point, but not now. So that's it, apparently, and that is done. So, Wild Mare and Valian Embassy it is, so I'll be right back. Okay, I decided to come and check if she has something to sell. We have a choice. You don't seem very happy here. Why not voyage with me for a change? Okay, let's try that. Sighing, Fascina leans her way on the countertop and surveys her surroundings.
Madico, I fought so hard to get here, but I won't miss a splinter of this place.
Though she doesn't raise her voice, she pounds the countertop as if she had.
Hey, imp! I quit. For what it is worth, I have not enjoyed a moment of our time together.
Ooh.
Huh? Make Master angry. Archimere will grow a turnip in nasty Fascina's mouth.
Dame looks ready to say more, but hesitates.
Be safe. Many horrors out there.
His tone softening, his eyes downcast, Dame gestures dismissively forward toward the door, offering no further elaboration. Aww. He liked Fascina.
A Gracima, I think. Corres.
Fascina gives Dame a quizzical look.
Wherever you're headed, it can't be worse than here.
See about that, I don't know. Smiling a little, she flashes you a casual salute. Oh. Ooh. Subclass Conjurer. I'll go for a subclass Conjurer because that might be interesting. I don't want to work with the Druid. I don't know how to deal with the Druid. So I'll go with the Conjurer class. So I'll level up her now. So I'll be right back. Once I've... Well, yeah. Or, let's see. Recruited all sidekicks. What? Don't we get Palagina? What level you are? Level 2. This will take a while. I'll make this Aloth with history and mechanics. That's for sure. Maybe some points here and there, but pretty much mechanics and history. I'll have to check the spells, so yeah. I'll just do that off cam completely. Skills mainly, history and mechanics. Okay, I leveled up, put some stuff on her, so we should go. We have a current rush, scepter, and a whale of a wand, Nemnock's cloak. I'll probably need to change it, but I'll take it. For now, Archemist illuminating discoveries, bolt catchers, 20 chance reflect incoming electricity attacks, 20% chance to launch a shock damage attack target scoring melee hit. Ring of Greater Regeneration, Girdle of Eothas Constitution, +3 Constitution. Boots of Stability, +5 Fortitude, -25 hostile Dexterity Affliction Duration. Ring of Overseering, absolutely. Humility, I'll have to upgrade this, +2 armor rating, 10% chance to resist slash damage, but what was more interesting, recovery time 0. And Baubles of the Wind, +1 Constitution, +1 Intellect, Cruelty, and Curious. Cruel Temperate, the aura that boosts outgoing damage of all allies within the range. Now I'm tempted to actually try 2 spellcasters in my group, so because she has a bit different spells. I'm trying to check, well, character, of course. So basically her mechanics is 12. I bought 5 points in athletics and history 9. Weapon proficiencies, crossbow, dagger, hunting bow, rod, scepter, unarmed, and wand. Abilities, fighting spirit. Wait, these are... Spell shaping, barring death's door. Oh, these are the abilities that I get from the things. And what do I have? Rapid casting, far casting, great soul, so more empower points. Levels, as he is a conjurer, Alchemist Dazzling Lights, console out parasite stuff, conjure familiar, spirit shield, wizard double. We couldn't take most of the same as out, so we do have a little bit differences with the spells. Binding Web, Bulwark against elements, Curse of the Blackened Side, Fetid Caress. Yeah, that's that. Infused with Vital Essence, Merciless Gaze, Miasma, Dull-Mindedness. Arcane Dampener creates a nullifying field of antagonistic magical energy around the chosen point. Arduous Delay of Motion, of course making people slow. Console Halts, Training Dodge, Lengras Displayed Image. These are, I think this is a more of a defensive. Dimensional Shift, Defensive Confusion, infects the mind of the enemies. Iron Skin, basically protection for wizard. Protection for wizard, minor arcane reflection. Reflects hostile spells. Pool of Era, pulls enemies. Anyways, it's neither here nor there. Basically, she has a bit different spells than Alot, which is nice. So I might see how it actually works if I do have 2 spellcasters with me. For now, at least. So, next part, we will go to the mare. And that will be in the Winsbird. I'll see you there. Be right back. Well, Khan is over there, so let's go and talk.
Don't you have a temple to
her.
find?
I found Oswald.
And? Where is he? Did you get my money?
Funny thing, but Oswald flat broke, not a copper to his name.
That twisty old pig licker. I should have known.
Khan slams her feet on the table, the utensils jump. She looks away quickly, tears just budding on her eyelashes, and dashes them away with a shuddering sigh. After a brief storm of emotion has passed, she steadies herself and turns hard eyes on you.
Gods, but I'm dead tired of this wretched archipelago.
I know what you mean. She exhales a deep sigh.
So, if you don't mind, I'll be taking my leave. May Wild's legion of creepy eyes watch your back and all that.
Khan gives you a curt nod and finishes the reminder of her drink with a gulp. She hustles out of the tavern without so much as a wave as goodbye. Well, it would be... Well, that was fast. It would probably be nice to give her money, but I'm not in a work of charity here now. At least not for now. The Valian embassy should be quite close, so we might as well go there walking.
Look at that little bare belly.
I was wondering what the hell, dude, but yeah. We have a bear.
I'll open her right up for you. Not bad in a pinch.
Wait, what?
If you've come on business with the Valian Trading Company, it will have to wait until morning. We're closed. There's no need for you to be here after hours. Move along. If it has anything to do with paperwork or wax seals, which covers most of what's in the building, I'm confident it can wait until morning. If you're interested in making a donation, I'd accept it with thanks. But the doors stay closed.
Well, F that then. So is this the place where we need to go, actually? Right. I guess we need to wait then. Or headquarters, not embassy. I'm thinking the first game. Bloody hell. So, Palagina, hello.
Ado, Watcher. The Cantonichesi sent for me. It seems the Republics have need of me again, thanks to you.
It is difficult to read her expression. The corners of her mouth briefly twitch into a smile, but there is worry in her eyes.
Do you have need of me?
I suppose.
Good.
She nods sharply and steps forward. I'm kind of curious. Why did we get an achievement to get all the companions and we got the Palagina? I might try her, but I'll go with the Paladin class. And yeah. So we're missing one, I guess. Well, she can wait. She can wait. We're not leveling her up. But it's good to have another fighter class because, like I said, maybe at the times, especially with Fambios, I might want to drop Spellcaster for another fighter.
Subtle indeed.
Can we...
Welcome back. Governor Alvari will see you.
Thank you.
Ah, good, you're back. I hope you had a pleasant voyage.
Alvari looks up from her papers, giving you her full attention. I found that ravine.
Ah. Before you get too far on the way, I think you ought to come with me. Director Castol will want to hear from you in person.
Sure, whatever you say. The man who rises to greet you has a tidy, scholarly bearing only emphasized by the thin-framed lenses he pushes farther up his nose. He clasps his hands together, offering you a smile equal parts of polite and relieved.
Alvari tells me you are kind enough to look into this business on Pococahara for us. I hope you bring good news.
No. I found the Adrapilla. Unfortunately, it was destroyed.
Yet another sizable investment lost to the desert winds.
Alvari darts a sidelong look at the castle, her lips pursing.
It is unfortunate, but the risk was always there. There will be other opportunities.
The expedition itself. Beza and her people. What happened there?
They died in the ruins at Pococohara. The defenses were too much for them.
A sorry end for such dedicated individuals. How very fortunate that you lived to tell their tale.
Yes, fortunate.
I believe I can take things from here, Alvari. Agrasima. The Watcher and I have more business to discuss.
Of course.
Oh, and do pay the man for his trouble first.
Yes, if you want my services. 1,700 copper. Alvari Valdesi hands you a coin purse. He bows stiffly, then turns to depart. Shoo.
I thought it best I speak with you face to face.
Vis-a-vis.
Watchers are not so numerous here in the Deadfire.
Or tete-a-tete.
Especially those of such storied backgrounds as yourself.
I imagine, yes.
I'd read much about your exploits alongside the Crucible Knights in Defiance Bay. Their little experiments.
Yeah, it went poorly.
And I think that we are, each of us, in a position to offer each other something that we cannot find elsewhere.
I have heard that before, yes.
The Valiant Trading Company has had a presence on this island for nearly a century now. We have the greatest fleet on the seas, the support of the richest men and women in the world.
Okay.
What can the Royal Deadfire Company offer? A soldier's wages, so that you can elevate the fortunes of a distant king?
Guns. Mainly guns.
And the Queen? A place in the Kahanga tribe among all the rest of these neglected people. You've lived outside the caste system all these years. Are you eager to return to it? I can give you money, fame, certainly. But the men and women of the company, we set our aims high.
High.
And if I only wanted to offer you work as an Adra inspector, I would have let Alvari deal with you.
So, what is it you want?
The Valiant Trading Company has maintained an outpost here in Nekataka for nearly a century now. It was only 2 years ago that we discovered the effects of luminous Adra with the aid of our animancers and several watchers. Flaune Alette has continued to study the potential of luminous Adra in all manner of advances. Why content ourselves to sell all this Adra as a luxury when we might use it to change the world?
That almost sounds when we might use it to rule the world.
But of course you understand all of this. Alette sent word of your involvement in her latest experiment.
Yes, I remember that. It didn't go that well.
A very dramatic first attempt, I hear.
Yes.
Though Alette has a tendency to gloss over details. But I want to hear it from you. How did it go?
Didn't work like expected. My soul was transported, but not my body.
Separating watchers from their souls is very much not what we want. A pity. Alette was having some luck with some of the volunteers. Short leaps, admittedly. A near-death experience does little to recommend Alette's efforts. I am glad you are in one piece, Watcher.
I'm getting used to those near-death experiences.
We are in the early days of Alette's research. Flawed as this outing was, there is promise there. This is only the start, you know. The very dawn of a new age of discovery. But just imagine.
Castol spreads his hands. His eyes behind his spectacles are fever bright with enthusiasm.
Imagine if we could transport goods and people more quickly than any vessel or horse. Cure every kind of ailment. Perhaps cure disease altogether. We'll extend our lifespans by decades. Maybe even centuries one day.
Sure.
This has all been the work of a single outpost. I want there to be a dozen outposts, 100. Animancers working together to better our lives. Look at what we have left behind. Old Valia is a battlefield at constant war with itself. But the republics have risen from that past. We can rise farther still. And in doing so, we will raise all of Eora with us.
Lofty goals, Castol, I must say.
Yes. but achievable, I think. I may not live to see it, but I will see the groundwork done. But I've said enough. Too much, I think. There will be more experiments to come.
Sure.
Until then, I have a more grounded task I need assistance with. Nothing that should put your spirit in any danger. Nekataka sees its share of smuggling. I doubt that would surprise anyone. But we've learned of a particular exchange that will have more dire effects than a few spoiled Hawana peasants. There is a Royal Deadfire Company official by the name of Quarno who has been meeting in secret with one of the Principi. I do not believe he works with the approval of his masters.
Okay.
He meets with a Captain Tola, a known pirate and smuggler. I hope I don't have to tell you that an alliance between a crooked royal official and the Principi is not the kind of trouble any of us need.
Why does it have umlauts over O if it's not Tola or something like that?
I have a woman, Britza, waiting in the luminous bathhouse in Periki's Overlook. The smugglers do business there, and she has kept an eye on things. I promise to send assistance. Find her, and she will tell you what she knows.
So why not just tell the Royal Deadfire Company?
It may surprise you, but the Royal Spy Master and I are not on very good speaking terms.
Yeah, but I guess they would still would like to know, you know? And you don't have to speak, you could just deliver a hint.
I prefer to handle these matters internally. You provide a good opportunity.
If I happen to wander that way, I'll let you know.
I know it seems a small matter in the face of all we have to concern ourselves with. But illicit arrangements such as these are the only reason the Principi have not been routed.
I might leave that for later and go sailing.
Do not allow them the opportunity and means to sink more ships.
So what does it say? Where is it? Important shipment. Dirty laundry. Speak with Brise. Diccila. So I'll take a quick break, and I'll have to think about whether I do this next or should we actually sail outside. We'll see. I'll be right back. So I decided to hunt these bounties. So I'll start with the Diccila, Valiant Trading Company, the Alicia Voyager. So we'll go and deal with that. Board. So I'll go through the bounties now. So it's quite a hop and skip at times. I'll have to level up Pillaging at some point. So I start to tackle these things little by little. I have the right weapon.
Kill them all.
Just like
Still alive. I need something sharper.
Watch your fire.
I thought we were friends.
Honestly, we should just put the auto attack for us because I kind of want him to just keep on whacking.
You got the decency to die.
That's not very helpful.
Okay, that was fast. Okay. Yeah, I'll take all and continue. So basically bounty hunting now. I kind of want to get those tasks and whatnot. Thank you for the music. Return to Berath, Bounty Cornu. North of Nekataka, south of Sayuka. Ship is early master. Okay. Sayuka. Oh, there it is. So let's... So once I'm closer, I'll see you then because it will take a little while to get there. So I'll be right back. Almost there. Quick save and let's get it on. This won't take too long, but I might as well. I'll try to do much of things before we go back to Nekataka, so... quests, tasks, and whatnot. Come on.
There's a
Nice. Take all and continue. How's my sword looking? Two more. We might actually get it this time. And then next bounty. We have Diccila, we have Cornu. Shrewd proposition, maybe later. Bounty Piakara. When I captain the helm of the Voyager, scale of Tangalo, there's a bounty claim in northeastern coast of Hasongo. Now the question is, where's Hasongo? Tikawara. Oh, there's the northeast. Is it this? Yakara. Yes. So that's our next objective. Once again, I'm closer. I'll see you then. Be right back. And here we are. Let's deal with the one arm. Okay.
That's not very helpful.
Come on. Well, I might as well give them money for the crew now, so they're happy. There's that. Did we get any kill for our sword? I thought we would get the both, but we didn't. So what's our situation with bounties? That was Piakara. Bounty Radulf, ship's triumph, southwestern tip of Kuau or Rikuhu island chain. Well, that's easy. Wherever that might be. Well, that is easy. That is way too easy. That could be, well, probably not. It's a galleon though, but we'll survive. So once I'm closing in, we'll see you there. Be right back. Maya has returned to rejoin your crew. Okay, we'll have to talk to her soon, but anyways, we'll continue with this. So be right back. And almost there, so let's do it. Just do it. And we will board. Come on, give me the one kill so I can get my sword upgraded. Which would be kind of nice, you know. Just one kill. Just one. That's all I am asking. That shouldn't be too hard. One hit, one hit, one hit. There it goes. Hold back, Paladin, your ass is mine. You can't handle my awesomeness. I think we won, yeah. Well, I don't think there's any coins, but let's share coins. There might have been. Anyways, it doesn't really matter. I'm all about that paper. Nice. Talk with Modvyr. Yes, we will talk with Modvyr. Can I talk it right over here? No. Maybe I have to go to the deck. Maybe I can talk through there. Please let me talk here.
Did I do something wrong?
What? Modvir pauses, choosing its next words carefully.
When we kill somebody, you know, I mean, it's still great, you're fine, but I've noticed you use a lot of the same moves every time, and you don't polish me as often as you used to.
Jesus. That is such an innocent wording, but still. Anyways.
I look at what the other Kith are doing with their weapons, and I wish it was me. I mean, not with them, of course. They're strangers. I mean with you. I never got bored with my owner. She always kept things fresh. Why can't you be more like her?
Jesus. I can't. I just can't. What is this actually about?
You're not even trying anymore. It's like you don't care if I'm your sword or not.
Modvir pauses, trembling as if it's trying to tamp down some unvoiced emotion. We could go stop complaining and tell me what's wrong, or I'll leave you here. Honestly, I don't think this is really about me, you know?
You think just because you've helped me, used me to slice up countless monsters, that you know me?
The sword shakes itself out of your hands and onto the ground, turning itself away from you. Wait, what?
I know I shouldn't talk about her anymore. My owner, I mean. That part of my life is over. She made me. I tried my best for her. Always kept my edge. Why did she leave me behind?
It sniffles.
I need closure. I need to know why. What did I do wrong?
Well, when and if we find her, you should ask, or you need to let this go. I kind of want to know, though. But I'm guessing she might be dead.
I suppose even if we do find her, there's no guarantee she'll give me a real reason.
True.
Maybe it's stupid of me to want one. Anyway, thank you for listening.
You're welcome. Talk with Ingrid in Dunwich about Modvir. Well, we will do that, but after we bottoms up, strike with the pommel, inflicting bonus crush and shock damage and inflicting stun on the target. Bloody hell. Okay, let's continue sailing. Do we have still more bounties? Honestly, maybe I should hunt all of the vessels on the sea and just kill every last one of them. Not a bad idea. Radulf is done. Courier's calling. Cruel cargo. Is this Hasongo, Maya, Cruel cargo, Crooksburg, Crypt. Okay. And Bounty Dvarkas, the aesthetic. Wilderness or Crooksburg Island. So that is one place where we have to go then to do that. Well, we could go to the Dunwich. We have a bounty there, and we could actually, you know, ask about the sword. So Dunwich it is. Where is it? It can't be that hard. Port Maje. Wait, Murkwater Lagoon. Oh, right, we've tried that. We could try that now. So I'll sell there first. So I'll be right back. Here we are, let's see. And I was just checking. We could also go and try the Corroded Wasteland. Just because. Probably die horribly, but we might as well. Oh, there it is. After all, we've upgraded our weapons and whatnot, so that would make sense, hopefully. Oh. Okay. Looking great.
We're not alone.
Oh, it's three. What the? Why is it 2 skulls, 2 white skulls, and once we get there, it's 3 red skulls? That doesn't make sense because it's only one enemy. Honestly, I'll have to change the sword because this will make the more damage, I would say.
Too fast for me.
Too fast for you. We're not making any damage. Aloth, time to get some fire going. Jesus. What is with the targeting here? Will it hit? Probably not. What else? Well...
This thing isn't doing the job.
I know. Yeah, that's not for us then. Yeah, not working. Yeah. Okay, let's go and check the giant. We can't beat that either, I'm guessing. The weird thing is, what is going on with the difficulty markers? 2 white skulls and it's a 1 red skull. What? It should be 1 red skull. Bloody hell. It's not a problem that I died there, but I just want to know what's going on with the difficulties. They're not really working. And I don't know why. Because that definitely doesn't make sense, because it's only a 1 enemy, so it should be 3 red skulls. I would still have tried it, honestly, but I kind of want to know before I go. So I don't blow. Okay, let's see how this goes. Is this, I guess it's still a red skull? That is one of the best entrances, I would say. So are you a red skull? Yes. Again, sense does not make. By the by, Ada, you're in a wrong place. Oh, for fuck. Yeah, we got that problem again. Well, that's fixed. Ada, you might want to change your weapon. Thank you. Actually, go with the hammer.
No prisoners.
Yeah. I would say his defenses are quite ridiculous. We have made a dent. And that's about it. We're not gonna kill it. And I need to use a mace or something like that, obviously. Maybe I have 3 fighters, 1 spellcaster, and 1 priest. Maybe. Again, 2 white skulls, 1 3 skull enemy with red. Is this something I could... We might as well sink that ship just to get the payback. How far we are from it? Where's the tonnage? Wait. That's a deadlight. So tonnage is... Huh? Well, I'll find it from here, I guess. Yep, there it is, okay. Oh, it's over there. I somehow thought it would be over here. But still, we are going to the ship. Come on. Thank you. Board. Nice.
Take that. We cannot whack him any harder.
Well, no prisoners. There's a wallop. That looks.
Okay, this is gonna be a bit tighter fight, but I think we will manage. Lose the red suit. Okay, that charmed is nice, but we kind of want to kill it. And share coins with the crew, so why not take all? I kind of like those huge battles, but like I said, I kind of also want to know what I'm fighting for. Anyways, I digress. Let's continue. This might be actually a short episode because I have to end soon. But we actually managed to do quite a lot of. I have no recollection. Let's go to Radiant Court. Who do I need to meet? Lifters reduce. Refuge. Wait, there were skill trainers. I might as well buy them. These.
Well. Fuck, you listened to my tale. Well done.
Yeah, I'm not reading those.
Something.
Carlos training.
Hello there. Anything I can do for you, just say the word. With pleasure. Teaching is my excellent.
Yay.
As you wish.
Udita, here you are.
What's a good word, Scuttler? Hope the Navy doesn't trouble you none over it. They tend to hold a grudge.
Yeah, they do.
Hey, you're better with this than I thought. You open to more work and more coin for your troubles?
Sure.
Your next target is Kuaru, a Huana captain with a black mark on his name. He sees outlander ships like floating game ready to be harpooned.
Okay, I'll take it.
I knew you would. Kuaru helms the junk Kamat O Ngati and lurks on the outskirts of Kua Urikuhu island chain, east of Nekataka.
Okay, I will do that. Now, my sword. Ingfrid. If I would be Ingfrid, where would I be? I'll search for Ingfrid, and once I find her, I'll see you then. Be right back. Okay, we found Ingfrid. She's like Ingfrid. She's right over here. It didn't take me that long, fortunately. As you approach Ingfrid, she tenses but does not run. Her eyes go wide when she meets your own, shoulders high with a hunted look etched into her long face. Quite a long face. Modvir strains in your grasp, pulling desperately toward the figure in the crowd.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Her face is pale, her brow beaded with sweat. You act like a hunted woman. Why?
I had thought... I hoped to never...
She rubs a shaking hand across her eyes, which are red-rimmed and bloodshot.
Why did you bring it here?
She sinks back against the stone of the doorway and hangs her head.
You said you would come back for me, but you never did.
Modver's voice is unsteady, strained. It pulls toward Ingrid as if it were a needle and she had a lodestone.
Alone for all those years, picked up and discarded by countless strange hands, hoping every time that they might be yours. What did I do wrong?
It was no fault of yours. It is I who am to blame.
It is not you, it is me. Ingrid kneels and lays scarred, tentative hand on the flat of the Modver's blade. Yes, this certainly seems like a you problem. Ingrid gives a quick, narrow-eyed glare. Eden nods in agreement, Exotic lifts its chin in interest.
It was shame.
Ingrid runs her fingers lightly down the length of the blade. Modver leans into her touch, warms beneath it.
I was born a cipher. As a young woman, I was apprenticed to a master animancer. He was keen to refine the art of housing souls, and he believed someone of my abilities might be an asset to his aim. My parents made a pretty copper on that deal.
She spits on the ground and grimaces.
When I left him, I took Moldware with me. I thought it was my responsibility to look after it. I decided that my penance for Moldware's creation would be to hunt those who used animancy for terrible ends.
Say nothing.
For a time, I took a position with Dunreed Row in Defiance Bay. I saw things that haunt my nights still. With every unscrupulous animancer brought to justice, my guilt grew, knowing I was their equal in evils done.
She shifts her weight from foot to foot, unable to meet your eyes.
I fled for Deadfire to the Principe, but I was too naive to know that shame has fleet feet. It devoured me. I thought if Moldware were gone, I might finally be free of my shame. How foolish I was. But what of you? What do you want?
She takes an unsteady breath and turns her attention back to Modver.
I don't remember my life before, so I can't hate you for stealing it from me. I don't know if I will ever be able to forgive your betrayal, but...
The sword leans heavily on Ingrid, pressing its hilt into her thigh.
I would still prefer to stay with Ingrid if she would have me.
You can't leave, what about us? You can't be serious, she abandoned you in a pile of garbage. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Well, yes, I think that's the best. Honestly, it doesn't really matter, I'm using dual-handed, so...
But I care for you as well.
The sword leans away from Ingrid and toward you. It presses into your leg. Okay, that's still odd.
I have to wonder, what'll happen to me after both of you die? Can my soul even return to the wheel? Though I've only known life as a weapon and I've no desire to die, neither do I want to live forever. I'm only a weapon. A tool. And even though you're still a ham-handed halfwit, I trust you. So you decide.
Stabbing monsters without you wouldn't be the same. Shorty, will you release Modver's soul from this world? Ooh. I'll take up Ingrid's duty to Modver if she's so determined to abdicate it.
You're right. After what I've done, I have no claim to it.
Ingrid grimaces. She glances once at the sword, then quickly away. Oh, dutiful. As Ingrid turns to leave, she walks slowly, as if waiting for someone to call after her, but Modver says nothing and neither do you. You feel further light touch on your mind. Countless voices swell and their ethereal tongues speak only apologies. Then, like a breeze, they're gone. Modver's soul remains in the sword, but it is no longer bound exclusively to Watcher. Modver has been placed in the stairs and can now be bound to anyone. Bloody hell, please don't tell me it actually... Well... In intellect application. So what can we do? We can do it superb and legendary. If we would have Adraban. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it, of course. It's mine after all. So let's go and hunt pirates. More pirates I see. Well, not pirates, but whatever they might be. It was Kuaro. Around the Kua or Rikuhu Island, east of Negetaka. Okay, okay. There. Honestly, I'm gonna hunt a few of these ships, so we're going to do that. So I'll go after every ship I see and, well, at least some of the ships. And once I always start to attack, I'll see you then. Be right back. Okay, what? A long sleek ship rides low in the water. Its crew stands protectively around a cluster of crates positioned on the main deck. A woman saunters across the deck, her roughly chopped hair swinging with her stride. What the hell happened there? I was trying to follow the ship and no information. I was just checking the ship and suddenly we are here, okay?
We said or not, Perrin.
She bangs her fist against one of the crates. The dwarven man standing near her flinch as though she'd hit him.
I'd happily tell you if you stopped interrupting my count.
He rolls his eyes skyward. She cackles and thumps him on the back. He staggers forward and shoots her venomous glare.
You've had days to count. Now it's time we talked about the price.
She turns her attention to you, eyes gleaming. Perrin follows her gaze. His eyes go wide. He cleans his throat.
Careful. This one's got friends in the Consuelo.
In that case, I'll honor the original price. Consider that a discount among friends.
Deal.
Glad we could do business.
Why did we meet Widlaw? Okay. Your new cargo is secured. You retract the anchor and let out your sail. What happened there? One moment I'm hunting their ship and suddenly I'm... I guess she then... sailed next to me because I have no idea what else could have happened. But anyways, I'll continue. Be right back. You, as your crew haul smugglers' crates below decks, one of them shouts in alarm. What now? Eld Engrim finds you in a cabin. Captain, come quick. Someone's just popped out of one of those crates that we picked up. Before you can object, Eld Engrim leads you above deck. Okay. Is it a trap? Was it? I don't know. A plump, middle-aged woman stands beside the crates. Her clothing is rumpled and her hair matted, but her eyes twinkle with triumph.
Gellarde, 23 days! This is a new record.
She smells of stale urine, old sweat and worse, but she beams at you all the same. I take a dim view on stowaways on my ship.
Shoddery, Captain. I did not intend to offend. I simply required an opportunity to test my latest spell. I have nearly perfected Renova Miseris, and this spell shall change exploration forever.
Really?
Renewal of air, you would say? Kith have explored every mountain in the eastern reach, yet the realm of fish and leviathans remains close to us.
Okay.
It has been my dream to open these steps to discovery, to let Kith breathe as the fishes do.
A look of wonder shines in her eyes.
Or at least to let us use the air of a single breath again and again.
I still don't understand why you had to hide in a crate.
Neither do I.
Okay, but Okaya, she thinks maybe the Dukes will not be so happy to let me go, she shrugs.
At least he gave me plenty of time to test my work.
Okay, why go to Sayuka while leave the Valiant Republics?
Back home, they care only for profit, and there is little profit to be had in sticking your head in the glass bucket to watch the fish.
Well, they are pretty stupid then, because sinking ships sink and they have money and whatnot.
But the Rawatayans, they have vision. They chase greater things than gold. So I go to work with them.
Okay. What exactly are you to be working on at Sayuka?
Sintere, but I had promised not to say.
She looks sincerely regretful. I bet, because I think she actually wants to tell me about it. She's so enthusiastic about it. That's all, I suppose.
Yes, I have much to do. Many more tests to run before we reach Sayuka. A pleasure talking, Captain.
Thank you. So can we finally please attack the ship? It's all I need. It's all I need. It's all I ask. Sorry. So, once we're there, we'll see you there, unless something again happens. Finally, here we are. So we might as well board. Yeah, I'm starting to sink at least named ships. Why not? Even if it causes problems with Principi.
With pleasure. Cannot whack him any harder.
Watch your fire!
Not a chance.
This is testing my endurance.
Yeah. Royal Bronzer. Share coin with crew. Does that mean I have... Ooh, Royal Bronzer. Those were the nice cannons, I think. Let's check. Yes. Now I should have 2 of them. Okay. We have Hurangi. Is that a ship's name? Yep. Let's deal with that now. In we go. Board. I want to sink ships as much as I can. Well, steal. You might want to surrender. You don't surrender. Okay.
Smart, stone it, death take you.
Absolutely not. What is it?
Kill them all. I cannot whack him any harder.
I have no idea what's going on here, but I think we won. Yeah. Share coin. Take stuff. Yeah, I might as well clear the seas for a while. I thought I saw something here. Yes. Well. Und. Who are you, by the by, Captain? Thenic. The deck of many things. That seems interesting. We'll try that. Literal deck of many things. Yeah, I see what you did there. It's a card deck in Dungeons and Dragons. The vessel boasts a sharp angles and flat front of a chunk, but it does not fly on the colors of Rauta or any naval power. Its banners identified as a merchant ship. The craft's hull appears heavily reinforced and its gunboats bristle with cannons, but it cuts a non-hostile path through the sea. Attack. We're gonna take a beating, but I'll try anyways. I really need to try this at least once. Now. Who knows how this goes?
Ask the dwarf. I'm not made for this.
This should be interesting. Is my character doing anything? I'll have your guts for carders. I'm dead. I'm not dead.
Bring them down.
Maybe I should change to shield and sword. Yeah, we might have to take this later. Yeah, we'll take this later. Unless we get ridiculously lucky with Aether. Probably not.
Well, that could have gone better. A quick rest would help if you don't mind.
Yeah.
They got me good, Captain.
Little too hard for us, so load. So we'll leave that for later. But it was a nice try. I'm kinda interested to see what's the treasure from that, because it's a weird, different ship. But we do have Ond. Are we moving? Now we are. Wait, why did... I don't know why it sometimes stops. I had this problem earlier when I tried to follow the ship. You are being pursued. Well, probably not, because we are pursuing him. Yeah, I'll have to end this episode soon, but we'll do some sea fighting, yes. Funny, this will be a quite short episode. I do apologize that.
Ask the dwarf. I'm not made for this.
Honestly, we probably want to deal with the chanters. Lel.
I cannot whack him any harder.
Acquired master captain rank. Nice, nice. Take all and continue, yes. Boom. Boom. That's so annoying. I don't think it's supposed to do that, but what the hell is... Oh, it's Vitraki.
That's not very helpful.
Well, bits and pieces are flying, so I guess we're doing fine. Yeah, definitely we're doing fine. Yeah, take all and continue. That's funny. Expert captain. That will be a hard one. We'll definitely try. But that could be something we can't do. 13. Well, 8 level. Okay, sorry. I was just checking those balls over the name next to the name, so I thought it would be harder, like the deck of many things. This might cause problems with Principi, but we have already decided not to side with them. But of course, I'll try to do their quests if we can. Take all. You already have a good moral, so I don't think you need the money. Nice one. This will be a bit different fight. It's 2 level difference only for our advantage, but still.
Reap what I sow.
Yep, I just lost almost half of my health there. But I'm still quite certain we will win.
Rather difficult to concentrate.
A lot taking beating there. There's a walloping.
That's not very helpful.
Come on. I have no idea what's happening, but I think we're winning. Tiger Blood, we're winning. Superb S-Stock, nice. Morale is already as high as it can be. I don't think it goes higher than 100, so why not? Why split the coins? Let's go here. Well, Oheiro, he's closer. I'll sink any ships I can catch and I can beat. Few more and then I'll probably go back to Dunnage. Nice.
Pretend you didn't see that.
Ooh, Rautain. What? Rogue. Ooh, that probably hurt. Nice. Yeah, take all. Ooh. I'm clearing the seas. Master Captain. Maybe I don't see all of those Royal Deadfire companies. So I don't cause problems with them, but I don't think it will. Can I check my... What's my reputation? Honestly, it's quite good. I don't... And Principe... really good. So it doesn't really matter that I'm sinking their ships or anyone else's. Oh, that wasn't too good.
Just a little blood.
I might die.
This will not do.
Zap. Because I'm in a bad position. Well, actually, we're doing fine now.
Watch it.
I'm not sure I can.
Are we? Oh,
Stay behind me.
How good I say.
Warp. Rockstomper Rodul, that sounds interesting. I might return to Dunwich and see what's happening then. Oh. Bored. This will be interesting. Well, it's 14-18, so I think not that interesting.
Yeah? That's not very helpful.
Honestly, it's sometimes hard to see what the hell is happening because so many effects going on at the same time, plus text and whatnot. But so far so good.
You do not let me rest.
And yep. I might as well go back to Dunwich and end the episode there because I really need to start ending. Unfortunately, this episode has been a bit more Krutzburg Captain, Becker, Wifrut. So Dunwich is there. Any named character on the way? Well, we could deal with that as he is coming up. Oh, we have those fanged straight. We haven't I been there already? Here we come as fast as we can. Boom. Third level barbarian. Okay. This is a bit unfair. Quite unfair, actually. But pirates, unfair. They don't take fair fights. Why would they? You lose more than win.
Bring them down. That must hurt.
Yep. So what's our situation? We have so many of these. And I'm full captain. I think everybody starts to be quite high level. So that's good. Deadfire Merchant, Principe Novice Captain. So it would seem that once you deal with the named characters, I think they're there will be novice and these captains just basically keeping the seas full. Well, let's deal with these two before I end the episode. Now I can't find the word from my brains. Okay, 4th level later. Replace. Yeah, that's the word. That's the word. Now it came to my head, finally. But it would be safe to destroy every named one because they probably might be a bounty or not.
Something I can do?
Kill, kill, kill. Are we done? Well, there's somebody alive. Not anymore. Take oil and continue. Well, this is a one way to keep crew happy, I would say. Deadfire merchant, expert, merchant, Brooksburg captain, finer sword fur, honest of the many eyes, those we have to deal with at some point. Expert, Purunga, we'll have to deal with that. Gretorix, yes. Tagabna, yes. Desiva the shark. So there are a few named ones. One's Matron Dorica. There's named ones we need to deal with, but... Dar Old Forwin. It's a slaver. Why not? Before we end. This is the last time I'll go to the tonnage, return the bounty and see what happens next. Next episode we'll continue with the quests. I'll have to see what's... Well, we have quite a... Okay, nothing more to Squall Captain. It shouldn't be much to dread to sail through. As company and its aid, the crew could use a sermon if you inclined to reconsider. Assign crew duties. Assign deck hand. All hands get below deck and secure cup. Bring the rain barrels up from the hold. Let's see if we can get some water out of this. Yep. Hand out the last of the cooked food, Usitsu, and then put out the fires in the galley. Assign the crew duties. We're prepared. Go. The ship rocks interminably and unpredictably, and soon the crew clutched their heads and guts bent double over their buckets, squeezed tight between their knees. Shield Sister Delia, I want you to work magic with whatever medicine we have. Very well, I know just the thing. The surgeon moves among the crew, providing relief to afflicted. The storm rages on, showing no sign of subsiding. Okay. The ship rocks. Yes, let's open the gunboards this time. The crew open the gunboards, moving to them both of view the sea and be rid of the contents of their pockets. The sea roils and the ship rocks as a wave broadside surprise. The wind drives the rain across the decks. Why are we not turning towards the waves? Yeah, let's go the last to rudder against the sails. Oswald shouts the orders and the hands you knot the ropes around the ship's wheel. When the ship is set to sail it as best as it can without guiding hand, you join the others below deck. Guided only by the storm and still rudder, surprise crashes through the waves. Rough remedy to the crew crowded below decks. As if exhausted, the clouds finally calm, coming to a rest like a thick blanket across the sky. The waves too and their trembling complaint and surprise finally says easily. The crew lean against the rails and rigging, their faces haggard but relieved. The storm, it seems, has passed. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Come on. How far we need to go? Wait, who do we are following now? I don't know anymore. Well. Attack. Oh, it's the deck of many things. Bloody hell. Attempt to flee. Yeah. Full speed ahead. Okay. Yeah, they are stopping. Yeah. And fire. Nice. Yeah, they are firing. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, yeah, continue. No, I did a make a mistake. See how this goes. Come on. Yeah. I don't care. Yeah. I don't care. Let me do something. Oh no! That was so close. Now they're firing. We might die here now. No, we actually have a chance. We actually have a chance. Come on. Not yet. No. Yeah, they don't want to stop. They don't want to stop. I'll probably have to take the shot soon. Come on. We need just one hit. Nice! Your cannon fires through the enemy's ship, splintering the hull and shredding the sails. Before you have a chance to celebrate, the enemy ship abruptly explodes with a deafening boom. Your cannon fire must have found their gunpowder stores. Fire engulfs the enemy ship, smoke, black and acrid, spirals into the sky. Water floats the ship hold, and the flaming vessel soon slips beneath the wave, wiped from the surface of the sea as summarily as if it had never sailed at all. Nice. Slippers of Assassin. Enemies attacked by the Vera requires additional ally to flank. Grant Shadow form. Ring of Mule's Wit. Resistance. That's nice, but yeah. Necklace of Unlocked Possibilities transforms into a random magic weapon at the start of each combat. 25 chance of scoring melee weapon hit to cause the enemy wielder raw bleed damage over time, plus 5 damage on dealt as sliced with melee weapons. I might use those. Cape of Falling Star grants Lone Traveler. When not near allies, the Vera gains bonus to all defenses. Burned and hostile only, burn and crush, AoE unconscious. Grants Linked in Flames. Plus 3% damage dealt as burn with weapons. Small chance to summon hostile fire blight on hit. Okay. Where did the... Maybe he went to the port. Anyways, I'll return here. I'm kind of happy it worked out. And let's return the bounty and end the episode there. Weird thing is, we couldn't beat them by hand to hand, so we just shot them to pieces.
What's a good word, Scuttler? He's well scuttled then. Blimey, you're keen at this.
Yep.
There's more work in your future. Just give me the usual signal, eh?
Hey.
You'll be scuttling a Valian captain next. Rock Stomper Rodul is a mountain dwarf with a penchant for sinking freedom lovers. So you'll be doing me a personal favour scuttling his craft.
Done and dusted.
Knowing the Deadfire waters are short, a pirate hunter is worth 10 times its weight in pyres.
Yep.
Hate to say it, Scuttler, but I'm tapped out. My client's gone awfully quiet, so we're both better off sailing for the next horizon.
Sure. Pleasure working with you, Dita. So we've managed to do that. Do we still have few bounties? Yes, Piagara, So we'll definitely have Huana and trading companies bounties yet. I might as well go and Deadfire Company. I might as well next episode start cleaning with the named characters I can find, and then we'll start continuing to get quests. But yes, I hope you enjoyed this bit odd episode altogether, returning quests and whatnot, but we had some fun and we leveled up, so we will do that on the next episode. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.